Looks like it didn't happen. No, I don't know what's going on. I guess somebody just decided they didn't want us to broadcast. Oh, well. Let's see. That's if you want to join me. I really have no idea, Nick. Hey, BK. I don't know what's going on with Mike's broadcast. I just decided I'd go ahead and go back on since here you go, Darth. I have no idea what's going on with Mike. I don't know. Hooding came on and said that he was going to be back up in a few minutes. We got Darth here.
How's it going? I talked with Mike, not texting, but emailing. He has heavy winds and his internet's down right now.
Oh, okay. I don't know what to do. I mean, if we don't have a lot of people, it's not really worth doing an auction, but we can always just chat and BS and have fun, and people can join me if they like. I mean, I'll put it up there, Nick, if you want to join, or anybody else that wants to join. You can ask me questions.
There you go.
I have a little bit of knowledge on collecting comics. I've been doing it most of my life.
Just a wee bit, right?
My first experience with collecting, I was being watched by somebody, and I had, 2 or 3, I thought I had a lot of comics. I had like 15 or 20 when I was, 6 or 7 years old. And, that's an enormous amount of comics, I thought. And this guy said, you like comic books? I said, yeah, I really like them. They're great. And he said, well, let me show you. Took me into his room. I swear to God, he had comics stacked floor to ceiling. And this was the early 60s. This was like 1961, 1962, somewhere around there. And he said, and this is my newest one. I thought, wow, I really want to read that one. And he went, no, this cost me like $10. You're not going to read this. I didn't realize till much later that what he showed me was a copy of Action Comics #1. That was the first time I ever saw Action Comics #1.
Oh, wow. My first experience.
$10 for it.
That's amazing. That is. Considering
all those comics stacked up, that's when I knew that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to collect comic books.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, considering that it's 3.25 million now, hey, that's not $10 is a great deal. Should have said, I'll offer you 20.
Hey, get a hold of people. Let them know that we're up, and we can do auctions if they want. I mean,
yep.
We can just answer any questions that you guys have that we can. I showed a lot of Tarzan comics earlier, but I showed them 4 Felix because I promised him first pick on my doubles.
Yeah, I have some interesting stuff. While I got you here, Chaos, I want to show you this. This is the signed Kelly Jones book. Let me take it out of the bag and show you the signature. I verified it, but since you're really good with this kind of stuff, let me there's his signature.
Oh, no question. That's Kelly.
Yeah, he's got the crazy S on it and everything at the end.
Definitely Well, I look at the K.
Oh, okay.
Choose K all day long.
Yeah. Yeah. Since today was NCBD, I did some pickups today,
Yeah.
and had to have my Ultraman manga. This is, in case you guys don't know, if you've ever watched the anime series on Netflix, this is the series it's based off of, and it's incredible, incredible, incredible. That 13 episodes barely touched the first maybe 4 or 5 volumes of this book, and everyone is like 200 pages. Gorgeous color inserts that you can see there. The art is just phenomenal, way better than what Marvel is putting out right here. The only saving grace to this book are the covers are by Arthur Adams. Okay, that's the only saving grace.
I've
And I,
got 3 Ultraman comics from the 90s.
yeah, that was put out by that company Nemesis Comics. The covers were they did 2 series in
And
1994.
the ones that I've got are like virgin covers.
Yeah, they're the Stacy Keach airbrush variants. I have those too. That was the first series. And then the second series was regular covers. The covers were beautiful on the ones you and I have that you're talking about. But the interior art by Dennis Cohen was, oh, it was trash.
I mean, if
And
you're an Ultraman fan, it's still good stuff.
yeah, I had to pick this up. I can't relate to the story because it's a kid story and you can see the art is kiddish, but I did pick up the variant for it, which was the 1954 movie photo cover, so I had to get that today. And then, everybody, you need this book in your life, Ultra Mega. It's incredible. It's Ultraman and Guyver and Punisher and blood and guts and gore times 10,000, man. You need it.
I remember. What? I forgot what I was going to say. But I used to watch. I mean, I watched all the Godzilla movies whenever they came on, and Ghidra, Mothra, and that stupid turtle.
Oh yeah. How many people do we got in here now? Hey, it's Jason. What's up, Jason?
Let me see if I can find it here.
Okay. Another book I want to show the guys. It's an independent and it's horror, but it's low-key horror.
I'm showing 49 people.
Oh wow. We should do something then. I've got a grip of stuff. I've got that Kelly Jones. I don't know if you like westerns, Chaos, and if you have this, but
I like westerns.
yeah.
Western. Nobody else likes them, but people buy them. Just
okay.
Most people buying them now are buying them because they think it's going to be the next hot thing.
Nah, I can't see the Two Gun Kid or Kid Cult Outlaw being on an MCU biggie.
Here's what I'm buying and the reason. Everything goes in cycles.
That's true.
Right now we're in a horror cycle. What comes after the horror cycle is generally war comics.
Yeah.
And the cowboys just kind of get left behind.
Yeah. We kind of got a hint of war in the first Captain America movie because we saw the Howling Commandos. We got to see Dum Dum Dugan and all the other guys, but they didn't have Nick Fury, so they couldn't. But guys, this book by Volt Comics, I've checked out a lot of their other stuff. This is issue 5. This is an underrated, awesome book. Give you the synopsis. This girl has gone through some horrible stuff. She teams up with a young man, and they don't explain if he is a monster changeling, shapeshifter kind of guy, or the monster possesses him, but he protects her. And they travel across country righting wrongs from other creepy pedos, which we can't say. Gamera. No, dude, right here. Okay. I love Gamera.
I was just testing to see what that button did.
All right. And then of course the Alien books that came out today. I love this yellow cover. Yeah, the original trilogy from 95 to 99 that Shusuke Kaneko and oh God, what is the special effects director? He did the special effects on the Attack on Titan live actions. Oh, Shinji Higuchi. Yeah, those are some of the best kaiju movies ever made. 1995, 1997, 1999. You had Gamera Guardian of the Universe, Gamera versus Legion, and Gamera the Incomplete Struggle. Incredible movies. And this is coming from a Godzilla fan. Okay, I own them all on Blu-ray. I love them. So
You're
yes,
right.
I will agree.
I was looking at the wrong numbers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you were probably 49 watching. There's only 7 in.
No, it was 49 early on the earlier show.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that's the Two Gun Kid is one thing, or I mean, the Kid Cult is something I was going to sell tonight. People wanted X-Men. I've got a massive, massive stack. This is all X-Men. 2015,
I'll be
2016.
right back.
All right. Stuff to sell, guys. Stuff to get rid of, including all new Wolverine is in here and Old Man Logan. Um, let's see. On DC, I got some older DC stuff too. I'm looking to move. Paul 619 did not pay for this book last time. That was $48. So not only is he blacklisted from me, but I will ignore his bids. Okay. So you snooze, you lose. That's back up. I have a first issue special Dr. Fate to go. Very classic. Chaos, you'll know this one.
Oh, yeah.
Flash 174 Classic Rogues Gallery. It has some issues. There's a detached cover at the bottom staple. But other than that, it's in really decent shape. Old Jimmy Olsen. Old Supergirl.
Now, this is turning into just a preview of what we'll probably sell next week.
You think so?
Yeah, because, I mean, 7 people, it's not much of an auction.
That's true. That's very true.
But I want to show you this real quick, Darth.
Okay, go for it.
This is something you might be interested in.
Okay. Hold on. I gotta flip it to my son. Son, can you come over here and see if we have this figure from the Ultraman, American Ultraman? Okay, we have that one already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'd grab it. Yes.
Well, if you needed it, I was going to tell you got to pay for shipping.
Oh, no problem there, man.
That's what I was going to charge you for. You had to pay me shipping.
Oh, okay.
But I've got some other toys here that I'm going to auction eventually.
Yep. My son just handed it to me. See, we have it here, but it's out of the box.
Well, it's trashed. You know, but I have dumb stuff like this that nobody's interested in.
Oh, no, that's really cool stuff. I remember when those came out in the 90s, man.
Yep.
Oh, that it. Jason, are you talking about the Gudis figure that I just showed being nice, or his Daredevil and Spidey, or I mean Captain America?
Oh, I got more.
Because if we're going to start showing off toys, I can grab my Titanosaurus. I can have my son grab my X Plus Gamera, because I heard there was some Gamera fans. Oh, Mr. Sinister. Hey, he's coming up in a movie very soon.
Yeah, I know.
That's what they're talking about. Oh, speaking of that, guys, Hasbro has already announced they are funding a big budget movie of Power Rangers based off the Boom comics. Dark Phoenix.
Because I like I collect a lot of the female figures.
Yep. And speaking of the Boom comics, I am looking to get rid of some. Oh, Vision. These are going up, 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 up right now because the movie's being based on this. Boom is a super hot commodity now, guys.
And I'm very tempted. I probably won't. I don't have it in here, but I'm very tempted to auction off that Hulk that I painted.
Oh.
Of course, I could just paint another one. You know.
Yep. Also, I remember we had some Green Lantern fans in our audience. I have a huge lot of Green Lantern here. We've got Sinestro #1. We've got Red Lanterns. Bunch of 52 Green Lanterns. Then we get into Rebirth.
Got them all.
Yeah. But well, I know you do, but there's other people.
I bought all those within the last 6 months to a year.
Oh, okay.
And I bought them for like 50 cents to $1 a piece.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do on these. Like, give a deal. Like, this is like what I consider dollar bin stuff, you know? Let's see. What else do I got in here?
Of course I have the Storm figure, Jason. I have a Storm model, too.
Let's see. I've got Axis over here from Marvel that I was going to move. I've got a ton of Avengers, all new, all different Avengers. You probably got these too, Chaos. The thing that's awesome about these, I don't know how well you can see it, they are incredibly painted Alex Ross covers. Especially this one. This is a homage to Avengers 57.
Yeah, I couldn't see it at all from the other room. But I went to, you know, I've got other model kits, not just the Hulk.
Ooh, did you build that Rhino?
Not yet. I'm going to. And I have a bunch of these. But, you know, nobody likes this character.
Oh, yeah. Now, Chaos, what's the deal with Lily? Is she buying, or is she like in money trouble with Mike, or what?
I'm not entirely sure what's going on. She owes me a little bit, but I'm not too worried about that. I know she'll pay it.
Okay.
Might take her a while, but she'll pay me. Now she has to go through Cash App because she can't do PayPal.
Ah.
And Cash App is easy to pick up. I've got it.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, once you apply, they send you a little debit card.
Oh, wow.
I have my name and number hidden.
That's pretty cool.
So I don't have to give my banking information to them.
Oh, wow. You got a big box. You know, I'm still waiting on my big box from Mike that has the Star Wars Starlogs that I bought for my son and the fat stack of X-Files comics for my wife. And I could have sworn he sent that out 2 weeks ago. He must have sent it media.
I haven't dug him out yet, BK. I will. Probably in a week or two, I'll have them out.
Yeah. And just so you know, Chaos, yesterday I was able to ship out everything.
Yeah, I got that. I saw that.
Yeah. Oh, okay, good.
I still got to ship out a bunch of stuff. I sent some out this morning, but
I know
I'm limited when I can send things out because my local post office is only open 2 hours a day.
Mine is only open from 9:30 to 2.
So to go to
I know
open all day, yeah, I got to drive 40 miles.
Yeah,
I don't like doing that.
No, I hear you. You might be interested in this, Chaos, if you don't already have the original issues in your 20,000. Remember the DC Archives?
Oh, yeah. But
yeah,
I don't have that one.
Oh, well, there you go.
I've got the first 4 for Wonder Woman and the first 4 for Superman, and that's really all I need.
Well, I figured since you like Charlton Heroes so much, you might you might be interested in this because this is big history. This is when Dick Giordano went to Steve Ditko and said, "Create us superheroes," And it's amazing, guys. Mike was getting it confused. The Marvel Masterworks are printed to oblivion.
Yeah.
These have never been reprinted.
No, they haven't.
These are the ones that command high prices on eBay, even used like this. In fact, one sold on eBay 3 days ago. Same condition as this one for 99 bucks. Of course, to steals and deals, it never goes that high. I would never do that to you guys. But these volumes are beautiful. They're leather bound and made with care. Look at that. Even gold embossed Blue Beetle insignia. Really.
I've never taken. As a matter of fact, I still have all of mine. It's still in the plastic.
Oh, wow. I took mine out so that I could actually read this. Because I didn't want to read my mysterious suspense and all that stuff. And I had a couple of the original Ditko Blue Beetles, but I ended up selling them. That's what I use these for, so that you keep your floppies nice.
Yeah,
and
first thing I did when I got my copy of our Action 252 was open it up and read it. Even though I'd already read the story multiple times and I had the reprints of them and all that, I've read it before, but nothing is. It's just flashes me back to a young child sitting on the curb with his 5-cent Slurpee, which was a drink at the time, and his 10-cent comic and reading it.
I hear you. I also brought, because Thundercats are huge again, with the live action movie coming.
One of the issues of Dracula, but not all of them. But that's one BK that is not going to be sold. I generally don't sell Charltons unless I have 2 or 3 of them.
If this is still sealed, guys, as you can see, Volume 2 of Thundercats. Oh! If anybody's interested in this.
Something else I've been meaning to show. Go ahead.
All right. Let me see here. And I have a pretty neat run on the series that has that. I can't even think of his name, but he's the other Superman that they're going to make a movie of. Do you know his name, Chaos?
Which one?
But the one from Earth 2, the black one. I can't. It's not Jor-El. It's Zar-El or something. I can't remember the guy's name. Jor-El was his dad.
Jor-El was his dad. Zor-El was Supergirl's father, I think.
Yeah,
I might be wrong on that.
No, Kal-El is Superman's name.
Kal-El is Superman.
Yeah. Calvin Ellis. No, this is the other one. Calvin Ellis was not Earth 2. He's alternate timeline, and then there's this one. And they don't know which movie's getting made, if it's going to be the one in this series or that one, the Calvin Ellis. But yeah, he's in this. I've got issues 3. 4.
I wish they would do a movie version of Gotham by Gaslight.
Yeah, I have that. This is the new Earth 2, totally revised, son.
Well, let me show you something here.
Go for it.
This is issue number 10 of the Dark Horse Star Wars magazine, which it's a comic book, but it's magazine sized. And here's issue number 8.
Oh.
Issue number 7. Issue number 6.
Those covers are from Dark Horse.
Yeah, it also has Indiana Jones in it. Issue number 5.
Ooh.
So we're not just talking Star Wars, we're talking Indiana Jones too.
Yep.
Here's number 4. And you know where this is going. Number 3, the cards are in it.
Yep.
Number 2.
And of course, numero uno.
Number 1.
Dark Empire. Yep. That was a great, phenomenal series. Oh, thank you, BK, for life. Val Zod. That's his name. Val Zod.
And I have recently pressed all of these, but I won't put them up for sale until I have the right my lights for them and the right backing boards for them, which are on order.
Oh, and whoever grabs the Kelly Jones, I'm going to throw in 2 issues of Alien, the original screenplay, too. Just
Well, I love Kelly Jones' art, but I'm not a big fan of Aliens, so I'll let it go.
Right. Atlas Demon Hunter number 1 right here. Nice shape. IDW brought back ROM, and I have the first 2 issues of that here. Anyone's interested in that stuff.
And here's a few things I'm going to put up. I bought these. Someone was going to give them as a Christmas present, and they never paid me for them. So I've got this.
Wait, what issue is that of Venomized?
1.
Do you have the rest?
No, this is the only one. And I only bought it so that somebody could give it to their husband for a Christmas present, and then they never paid me. So they never got it.
I'll buy that from you for my son, but I really need issues 2 through 5 because 2 through 5 have Kid Kaiju from the Monsters Unleashed series. And I need to complete my collection on his stuff. This
is Venom Immortal. It's a variant, and it's signed. It's number 12 of 62.
Oh, wow.
And that's another one. This is number 8, Venom number 18 Immortal variant. But I bought both of these for that person, and they never paid me, so I'm going to put them back up for auction.
Yeah. I definitely would be interested in both of those for my son's Venom collection. Definitely.
Jason, if you buy my lights and halfback boards in bulk, you're going to pay about 50 cents per bag and board. It's worth 100 times that.
Yeah.
Because once you put it in my light, you don't ever have to change the sleeve. You never have to change it. Now, the boards, you should still change those about every 10 to 15 years at least, but you never have to change the bags. And if you get the clear backing boards, you never have to change anything.
Did you know Charlton tried to make a comeback back in 2016, 2017 Chaos?
No, I did not.
Wait, there we go.
Oh,
Charlton Era with E-Man and a bunch of other stuff. They're kind of thick books. Like
is it actually the company that did Charlton, or is it another company that bought their
AC
rights?
Comics bought the rights.
Okay, Americomics.
Yeah, you know, they're the ones who reprinted all the Golden Age stuff and Silver Age.
I have a short box full of their stuff.
Yeah, this is all new stuff. They only did 2 issues, and I guess they didn't sell well, but I grabbed both. It's a neat little thing to have. Anybody who likes Mike Allred, this is one of his early works at Dark Horse.
Got that somewhere.
Yep.
Don't ask me where, but I have it somewhere. Yeah, they actually make a clear backing board.
Yep. Sometimes you have to put multiple in there if you really want to protect your books.
Here's one of the things I'm going to put up for sale. These are Poison Elves. Number 6. Most of mine were destroyed in a flood, so this is all I've got left. And it's not worth me rebuilding the collection. 38. I don't know if you ever read any of these or not, Darth, but these are great.
Nah, it's
39.
not really up my alley. I never even got into the Elf Quest thing when that was big in the 80s. The art looks good though.
Oh, it's amazing. 41. I believe that's number 42. Yep. 43. And 44.
Where does Mike get his internet through? Does he not get a cable service, or is he through some kind of broadband service? Because it
Probably
seems to go down.
Well, I'm running broadband because, I mean, they pipe sunshine into me. There's no cable where I live.
Oh, okay.
No cable. So I use, I'm going through phone lines.
Oh, wow.
Here's something I'm going to be putting up for auction before too long.
Ah. You know,
This is my lower grade copy.
I'm not a fan of Kirby Sandman. I loved the original Sandman from the 40s, even though it's just a guy with a gas mask and a gas gun. I loved Neil Gaiman's Sandman series, and I loved what Matt Wagner did when he revitalized the Golden Age Sandman in Sandman Mystery Theater. But
Sandman
that one,
Mystery Theater, if you don't read any other Vertigo comic, you got to read Sandman Mystery Theater.
oh, dude, I dressed up as that Sandman.
That and Preacher.
I cosplayed as him. And, I don't want to.
Here's some other ones I'll be putting up. Purgatory.
Chaos, yeah. You can tell I'm in California. I'm wearing my cargo shorts. It's nice out here.
Yeah, it got cold here. I mean, I'm in Central Texas, and it was down to like 40 degrees today. It's the coldest day since 1912, I think.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we got to the 60s today, but there were high winds.
I had it when I had my store. It was in San Jose.
Oh, okay. So you were kind of north of me. I'm in Riverside County. There you go. Get that Predator stuff.
Unfortunately, I only have the first 3 issues of this, and it's a 4-issue miniseries. So I guess I'll have to include this one. And these are all lots that I'll be putting up later on.
BK wants to know if you've got any 60s or 70s Spirit reprints.
Yes, but those are ones that are in my collection. I don't have doubles of them. I only sell stuff that I have doubles of or that I just don't want. Like that Amazing Spider-Man 17. I just didn't want it.
I may have some. BK, I'm not going to promise I do, but I may. I know I have the Will Eisner, John Law books that were reprinted. I'll have to dig through my stuff and see what I got for you. But I won't be able to do that till next week.
That's going to be one lot.
What is it?
Oh, it's a bunch of crap. It's stuff nobody wants.
Lily, it may not be much of a sale though. There's only 8 people.
Yeah, we're not really selling anything. We're more just showing stuff off that we are going to be selling.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to make anybody a moderator, so don't ask me for a mod. I think I have to do that on my regular channel.
Yeah, and the problem is Mike's internet's down, and that's usually where everybody goes. If we can get like 20, 30 people, then, we can start getting people on. And
I do, according to this, I have 20 views, 8 live.
Yeah. We need 20 live, at least, to make it worthwhile. You're right, Jason. Everybody loves Star Wars, but
Everybody,
nobody's buying them.
everybody
Well,
but me.
yeah, I'll tell you who likes the Star Wars. What books are being hot right now for
This is
Dark Empire?
second print.
That's okay. I'm still interested in that. That was one of the greatest books made.
And
That's what got
this
the
was
boom.
great. I have 2 copies of it, but
Uh-huh.
both of them have that tear right there.
Ooh,
And that's how they came in. That's why I never sold them. I never even put these out on the shelf.
oh wow. Heir to the Empire and that last one, or Dark Empire #1, both of those, I'd be interested in those, but not the rest. The Marvel Star Wars series is very popular. The old one, the original one from the 70s and 80s, not this new.
They need some work.
Yeah.
Not repairs, just some cleaning.
And then for some reason, this new series, The High Republic, is everybody says it's hot, and they sell out at my comic book store, but I don't hear anybody talking about them other than people on YouTube trying to push the book, you know? So I can't really say if that's any good or not.
We don't have anybody on here that likes Bernie Wrightson art, do we?
Are you kidding me? I love Bernie Wrightson. For Punisher?
He did some Punisher.
Is that the one where they made Punisher like an undead Frankenstein type creature?
Sure is.
Oh, yeah, put me down for that. I need that. I didn't know Bernie did those. Yeah, I need those 6 issues.
Yeah, I was hoping to be able to talk to him again before he died and get him to sign them, but I never got a chance to again. But there's only 4 here.
Oh, okay.
So I figured, I'd throw something in that I know nobody will want.
Yeah.
Because it has Moon Knight.
Oh, yeah.
So I figured that would just be icing on the cake. Those will be auctioned off. And there's one comic that people keep jokingly asking me for. So I decided to dig some out. Let's see, here's number 5.
Lily was like, oh, so it's just a preview, so it's not worth coming? Okay, and took off. Little rude.
That's all right.
Yeah. We do appreciate DB and Jason and BK. We appreciate you guys being here. And of course, Titan and Micro Nick, we really appreciate you guys being here.
Yes, we do. So that's 5432. And the comic everybody is looking for and nobody's willing to sell.
I like those.
I honestly don't know how many of these I have.
I really like that book, and I think what did it for me was the Bart Sears art.
Yeah,
it
is a good read.
Yeah,
but it's a joke.
Yeah, there's no value to it.
It made so many of them.
Yeah.
What else do I have? Oh, yeah, these are great. And these are undervalued as far as I'm concerned. Neil Gaiman's Mr. Hero, the Pneumatic Man.
Another thing I have a hard time finding is the Alan Moore and Neil Gaiman run on Miracle Man from Eclipse when they reprinted them and put them all in color. Used to be able to find them everywhere in 50-cent bins, dollar bins, but not anymore.
I love this storyline. It was so good. I liked the Techno comics. I have most of them.
Oh, okay.
And these are just doubles. Well, in some cases, I have more than doubles. But I just thought I'd bring some stuff that nobody else would have.
There you go. I might have brought stuff that nobody else wants. BK wants to know, what Bronze Age stuff are you willing to part with?
I haven't gone through all of it yet.
Yeah, when you have 20,000 comics, it's hard to do that.
Yeah, I have to make sure that they're doubles. But yeah, there are definitely some Bronze Age stuff, things that I will be parting with. Oh, here's some stuff nobody will be interested in. I believe that qualifies as Bronze Age, doesn't it?
I would agree. Ooh. Now, was that a reprint or a spin-off from the original?
Spin-off.
Okay.
This is Squadron Supreme 1, 2, 4, 9, and 12. So
That was actually a decent 12-issue maxi series back.
I've just never had all of them.
Yeah, back when Marvel used to write good stuff.
Occasionally, they still do. I was enjoying the Spider-Woman series until we had that freeze down here, and all of my plumbing went to hell, and they're still fixing on my house. So I haven't been to the comic shop in ages. This is files 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and 33.
See, I can't tell you if I need them because I haven't gotten my stuff from my kids, so I have no clue.
I understand. This is some of the Xena comics. That's number 0. Number 2 of 2. This is Bloodlines, and I have both covers.
I didn't know Topps put those out.
Yeah. And this is the original Olympics number 3, and I have both covers. And this is Wrath of Vera. And
Did they?
1
Did they? Oh, go ahead.
and 2. And of course, I have both covers.
Did they put out books for the other hero show that
Hercules, yes.
Sam Raimi did? Yeah, Hercules: The Legendary Journeys.
Yeah, I've got all of those. Matter of fact, that's where Xena makes her first appearances in one of those.
Yeah, my wife would enjoy that.
Me too.
She was a big fan of Kevin Sorbo.
Bronze Age. I got a little bit of silver here.
Oh.
This one is torn. It came out of my collection. So it's like a good minus. That's number 360.
Hey, Jason, I have to disagree with you, sir. Back in the day, when we were growing up, Xena was a little hottie, okay? Nowadays,
I was an adult, and I thought she was a little bit of a hottie.
yeah. Nowadays, no. But back then, yes.
She's got such a beautiful voice. Lucy Lawless, incredible voice. She has sung opera.
Really?
Yeah. This is number 380. Now you see how nice that looks in the Mylar?
Yeah.
Let me take it out because it's only a good minus. See what a difference it makes?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
That Mylar makes everything look better. except maybe the new Captain Marvel. You just can't do anything with that. This is, I've got like 3 or 4 copies of this. This is not the one that I repaired. I got 3 or 4 copies of that by accident. Got 2 or 3 copies of that.
And Titan, only use that name if you're joking, because I just said that in jest and I really hate it, but you already said it, so it's all good.
Let's see. That's all that I have. That it will be going up for auction. I have plenty more, but that's the majority of what I planned on putting up tonight, which isn't happening.
Yeah, I know Lily was going to get her cousin on. Horizon was going to sell.
And I got number 1 and 2, and I'm going to go ahead and auction that off for a couple bucks or so.
Yeah.
I gave a copy to BK, so he shouldn't be, or BK. Yeah, BK ended up with a copy, I think, so he won't be worried about that. And then, of course, somebody wanted this, but I don't remember who.
Ah.
It was you, Darth. You're the one that said, yes, put it up. This is 314 sketch variant.
Oh, yeah, to sell. I know someone wanted it, yeah. Because Spawn always sells.
And then this is late silver, early gold, or early silver, late gold. And these are my triples. And I'll have some others up eventually. I don't have these ready yet.
And it's kind of funny. Mike wanted to sell some stuff with us tonight, too.
Yeah, I know. But I'll go through.
No, Jason, Titan, no, I do not partake of anything. I have been clean and sober for 20 years. I'm a recovering addict. So, no. That's why the Darth Ganja joke yesterday was just a joke. I was expecting Mike to say it because it was 420, but that was it. You say it in jest, that's fine. But no, I have to stay clean and sober because I don't just stop.
Yeah.
So life of sobriety is my life.
It's like the way I used to drink. I'd take one drink, and when the bar went dry, I'd quit.
There you go.
I haven't had a drink in, August 29th, 1987 was the last drink I had.
Wow. Congratulations, man.
Am I over it? No.
Jason's like, y'all better be writing the books you want down. There you go. Well, you know what? I was able to cut everything out, Jason, except for nicotine. I mean, that's why you see me chewing gum. I'm not being rude, but it's my nicotine gum. I chew a piece an hour, 4 milligrams.
I have a crap load of these. This is not a full box, but what I want to do is, and I can do it live actually, but what I want to do is sell individual packs. People bid or buy the individual pack for $3.75 maybe, and then I write down their name next to the number of pack they want, and when I come to that number, whatever cars are in there belong to them, no matter what they are. That's something I want to do. I've got some people that have already decided they wanted them. They wanted some.
I might be down for that too. Do you have any of the Marvel Masterpiece, the run that Joe Jusko did back in the 90s?
I've got a lot of the individual cards, but I don't have any packs.
Oh, okay.
That's the only unopened Marvel box I have.
Ah.
That stuff used to sell so fast. But
Oh, yeah, it did. Yeah.
I got this box like 2 weeks before it closed.
Yeah. And another thing that sold in my store was a lot of the RPG stuff that Chaos Penguin did it back in the day. You know, that sold a lot.
I have 2 boxes of what was it? It was the other collectible card game that the same people that came out with Magic the Gathering came out with. Jihad. I have two unopened boxes of Jihad booster box.
Look, I have thousands of cards from the Wyvern game. Remember that? It was just based on dragons. Yeah,
you can some of those.
Yeah, you used to be able to find unopened.
I think I've got starter packs of them.
Yeah, you used to be able to find unopened boxes for less than $40 on Amazon. I bought a couple off there. You know, they're worth absolutely nothing. They really are, even today.
They're cool.
Yeah.
I've got stuff everywhere. I've got 2 rooms full of stuff. One room has magazines and toys, and then I have more toys up in the attic that I need to pull down before they get completely destroyed. Then I have another room with nothing but comic books in it.
Oh, wow.
And then I have my office, which has everything in the world in it. Behind this curtain here is my 3D printer. It was a gadget. I had to have it. And books. My God, I have tons of books. I have a long box of comics sitting down here that I've never even looked through. I don't know what's in it. I bought it. I bought it for like 30 cents a comic, and I have no idea what's in it.
Oh, hey, we got Lisa here. And Metarog, hello.
Hey, Roger, how you doing?
So nice to have you guys.
Metarog was one of the first people that I actually sold some comics to recently.
Oh, wow.
I helped him to complete his Atlas run.
Nice, nice.
So there's a few of us that have complete sets of Atlas comics.
Yeah, I remember finding those. I really liked the Destructor series just because it was Steve Ditko art. The rest of them I wasn't that into. But that one particular series I really did like. Just because it was Ditko.
Oh, I like all Ditko stuff. I like.
Oh yeah.
The Creeper. It's great.
Yeah.
Some of his earlier stuff.
Yeah.
That he did for DC.
I had a bunch of his independent stuff that was published by Fantagraphics. Like he did that one graphic novel. I think it was called Cruel World or something. I mean, it really pushed his objectivist views, but it was really cool. And then another volume that Fantagraphics pushed out was a compendium of his early Mr. A stuff, and I just loved that.
Oh yeah, that stuff is impossible to find.
Yeah,
because that was all him.
Yeah, yeah, that's what he wanted the question to be, was like that. But Dick Giordano made him tone it down for Charlton.
Right. It's funny that Giordano ended up in Charlton because he was an editor for DC for years. And then and a writer also. And then all of a sudden he's over at Charlton. It's kind of a step down.
Yeah, true. But if I remember, didn't him and Neil Adams, I mean, he wrote and Neil Adams drew a lot of the detective Batmans back in the 60s?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
I thought so.
60s, yeah. Before Neil Adams went over to doing Green Lantern.
Yeah. Yeah, that was some of the best work. They invented Ra's al Ghul, the Man Bat, and they
Well,
took.
now it was Dennis O'Neil and Neil Adams that created Ross Al Cool.
That's right. That's right. They brought Batman back to his roots.
Yeah.
And thank Lisa, if you're talking to me about the weird mystery tales, thank you very much. Hopefully, if we can get enough people in here, we can get it going.
Yeah. Well, I've got about an hour left, or maybe two, before I have to log off. So
I hear you.
because I do have to work tomorrow, and I'm still showing only 8 people in there. So.
Yeah. Seems like people come and go, but the number stays the same. Yeah, let me see what my schedule looks like for tomorrow. Kind of an early day. Okay.
Let me show you something I picked up.
Yeah,
I picked up this for about, I think I paid $8 for it back about a bunch of years ago.
Oh, Jason says we should always do a preview night so that people can see what they want and they know what to bid on the next day. I
like my Superman.
Yeah.
I paid $8.
My son,
it's 30 inches tall.
My son has something similar to that, except it's a Boba Fett one and he's got the Darth Vader one. And then I've got a massive 4-foot Darth Vader that my mother and father-in-law bought for me. And we just don't know what to do with it.
Does anybody like Daredevil?
I like Frank Miller Daredevil.
You remember these? These were put out by, I think, Ideal. They did a series of Marvel characters. This is the only one I have left. I used to have them all.
That looks like one of those things you used to put in a machine at the amusement parks, and it did the wax injections in the mold and gave you one of those.
And I keep it in a Beanie Babies box.
Oh, wow.
But here's something you'll appreciate.
Yeah, he was. You're right, BK. In fact, he did the cover. Ooh, gone. That's gone.
Yeah, somebody else knows about him. My nephew got me this. It is one of my favorite figures.
Yeah, I love that.
And this it's a Japanese version.
Yeah. Well, Gone is Japanese. You know, I can't find his manga here anywhere, and I'd love to. Because it looks like it'd be just a fun, cute read.
They printed some in the 90s. They're digest size.
But BK, you're right. Giordano was an artist. In fact, on Gorgo #1, he did the cover. Oh, what the heck is that?
Snowman. I think I have still in the package too. This one's covered in dust.
Yeah. In fact, All Caps Comics brought back Snowman. They're bringing it back. The guy who wrote and drew it, and they're doing the crowdfunding for it. I don't agree with everything EVS says, but I really do think his products are great. He is a quality artist. He did so much great stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and he does. He can attract the talent, which I think is cool.
Well, so he did that series where they brought back Hal Jordan as Green Lantern.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful.
Mm-hmm. He even did some of the Flash too, and his work there was stunning as well. I mean, the guy just...
He worked for DC for what, almost 20 years?
No, 28 years he was at DC.
Yeah, well, okay, so over 20.
Yeah, he was almost 30.
Yeah. And if he didn't decide to go off and do his own thing, he'd probably still be there.
Yep. That's true. Well, he was kind of forced to. They you know how they do it nowadays in the industry. It's not about,
K left us.
yeah.
Night, AK.
See you later, BK. Maybe if we're lucky, his internet will be up tomorrow and we'll be able to do the auction then. We'll see.
That'd be good. I'm off on Friday. I can stay
Oh.
up all night.
There you go.
But if not, I'm thinking, yeah, maybe I'll just start hosting a preview show once a week. We'll get together and decide what dates are good, and we can have Hood Ink on here if he wants. Lisa could join us if she wants, and make it a thing that, okay, on this night we know there's going to be a preview.
Yeah.
So.
And we can get the word out. And we can. It would also help if Mike, because he's got a pretty big following.
Yeah.
So if we can have him get the word out that the previews, like the night before the auction, people can check it out.
Yeah.
That would help.
On the night that, well, I wouldn't want to do it on the nights that he has his Patreon box pulls.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think that would be fair to them.
No.
But on any other night, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe on a night where he doesn't have a lot to show or something like that.
True.
But we'll work all that out. We'll do the logistics, because I'd like to see my channel get a little bit bigger. I'm not really in it for the money, but if I did make some money, that wouldn't hurt my feelings.
I hear you.
Don't need it necessarily. I mean, I've got a full-time job, and I've got my Social Security coming in, and I've got other stuff coming in, and I'm selling off a few comics.
Yeah.
But I'm setting myself up for the future when I decide not to work.
There you go. I agree. I would love to do this.
I'm very tempted to open another store.
Yeah.
I just don't care.
In the LCS right now would not be good because the way the comic industry is now, there's very little profit into it. I don't want to do new comics. I want to open an old store, a vintage store. You are better off selling on IG or here on YouTube. Seriously. Because even with a store, you're going to have way too much overhead. You're going to have to overprice stuff.
You're missing my point. What I want to do is own the building.
Ah. Okay.
The building, and you don't have as much overhead. You just, then if you make money, fine, and if you don't make money, that's okay too.
Yeah.
And that way, I'd have something that I could turn over to my kids. Now, if somebody wanted to get a subscription to new comics, then fine, we would do that. But I wouldn't worry about carrying every issue every week.
Yes, Lisa. Special.
Hey, my daughter's on.
Now, Lisa, I work Saturday and Sunday's family days, so I couldn't be part of those auctions. And yes, Jason, you are right. Mike does do a lot of preview nights because he shows off his books.
Yep.
That's what Chaos and I were talking about. We'll have to work it out. No, it's okay, Lisa. No need to apologize. We'll work out the logistics. This is something I would like to do full time, but right now I have to and make my channels where I do my comic reviews, for all the monster comics covering Marvel and the Bronze Age, Silver Age, and going back to the Golden Age, because they had it then. I mean, the Frankenstein series from the 40s was phenomenal, and Eerie number 12 was the first time Dracula was ever put in a comic book. These are things, that need to be covered, because a lot of people don't know where that stuff comes from.
Classics Illustrated did Dracula.
I've never seen it, but it's the first.
I'll have to dig it out.
From what I understand, Eerie number 12 predates that. From the research I've done, it predates the series of.
The Classics Illustrated Dracula was originally done in the 40s.
Yeah, and God, hold on. Let me Let me bring it up. I got to get to their website real quick.
Now for new stories, just the character Dracula in new stories. Yeah, you're probably right.
No, this was actually the adaptation. Okay.
Of the book.
Yeah.
Let me go to my
First.
I mean, that's been in public domain for years.
Yeah, Erie 12 version 1, Avon periodicals. Okay. Let me bring it up. I'm at the Comic Book Plus database. Yeah, featured in this issue, Dracula.
Let's see if I can find it.
Oh, no, you are right. Yeah. Because this was put out August 1953, and Dracula's story was a 25-page main story in the 68-page book.
Mm-hmm.
But it says here, characters: Count Dracula, first appearance as villain and death. Jonathan Harker, first appearance. Mina Murray Harker, first appearance in comics. And other characters from Stoker's novel, first appearance. Adapted from Bram Stoker's Dracula, first time in comics. Art identification. All right. The art was done by Gene Fawcett. Inks by Vince Alacia. And it was a quarterly magazine. Still 10 cents.
Here, let me get out the Book of Knowledge. That is the Book of Knowledge.
What was it? I didn't see the cover.
Overstreet Price Guide.
Ah.
Let's see. I'm sure that they did a Dracula in here, because I'm 99% sure that I have it, because I've got a bunch of these.
They reprinted Frankenstein ad infinitum, but I've never seen them have a Dracula.
Yeah, the first printing of Frankenstein was December 1945.
Yeah.
You might be right, but I could have sworn I had it.
Yeah, and if you guys want to see the book, there's a free digital website called Comic Book Plus. They have their own enhanced search engine by Google. You just type in Erie number 12, and you can read the digital version of it right online. It's pretty cool. Horizon, there you are. What's up?
I generally use the GCD database to find oddball things that I don't know about.
Lily's back. Howdy, Lily.
I'm not seeing it.
Not seeing what?
I'm not seeing it. I could have sworn that Classics Illustrated did it.
I don't think they did. That might have been around the time when the Stoker estate was getting involved in stuff, and then a lot of them died off. And that's how Erie was able to get away with adapting it.
Well, that, and they couldn't do anything about it because he had been dead for many, many years, and 75 years after death, it automatically becomes public domain.
That's true.
just like the original Mickey Mouse cartoon is public domain. But Mickey Mouse is trademarked.
Yeah.
Trademarks are forever. How many people do we have now?
Oh, Lily corrected both of us. There was an illustrated classics Dracula, but not a comic. It was the prose novel with pictures. So it was illustrated classics, not the classics illustrated line. Thank you, Lily. Oh, Horizon wants to come on and do some previews with us too.
Okay.
We're going to hook you up, Horizon.
I'm just going to put it right there in chat.
There you go.
There you go, Horizon. Just click on that and you should be able to get in here. I think I can only have 3 people or maybe 4 at the most.
Yeah, you and 3 other people if you're using a free account. If it's a paid account, it's up to 10 people.
Yeah, it's free for right now.
Yeah, so it's you and 3 others.
I know we can have at least 2 others.
Oh, he said give me like 5.
Yeah, well, there's the link anyway, so.
Yeah.
Like I said, if anybody has any questions for us, just go ahead and ask. Yeah. Of course, I use all kinds of covers. I'm not that picky.
Yep, you got to get up, cat. I'm moving. Oh, she's caught. Hold on. Stop moving. There you go. Someone was mentioning Gamera earlier. So let's see if I can do this without messing it up too much. And yes, I can. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Whoever it was who said they liked Gamera, here you go. The 1995 Gamera. This is an X Plus vinyl figure. I was lucky enough to find this for $30 at a Frankensons convention. And if you look it up, you'll never find an X Plus figure for under $200 because they are studio quality, molded direct from like the costumes and stuff. And excuse it's dusty, it's been sitting on my shelf forever.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
That's just one of hundreds of.
I might be one of the few people that actually enjoyed watching the Godzilla movies from the 90s.
The Heisei movies were okay, like the first 3 or 4.
When I went to see the first one,
Yeah.
I got out of my head that, okay, this is not my Godzilla. This is some other interpretation of it. And because I had removed that expectation, I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Now, which one are you talking about? The 98 one that we made in America or the actual Japanese movies from 1989 to 1995?
Oh, no, I'm talking about the giant iguana Godzilla.
No, we don't talk about that movie.
I enjoyed it because I had that expectation out
Chaos.
of it.
We don't talk about that movie. That's not
The only thing
Godzilla.
it has in common with the original is the name.
Yeah, that's why he's called Gino. Godzilla in name only.
But if you watch it without any expectations, it's not a bad movie.
Well, it's a remake of The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms is what it is. It's not a Godzilla
Here's
movie.
Lisa.
Hi guys,
Hey, Lisa.
how you guys doing?
Doing all right. Just fanboying out here.
Yeah.
For some reason, my mail here in California is real slow, just so you know. Lisa, your hubby's not going to get the books till the 27th. Chaos isn't going to get his till the 28th. And he's closer. It makes no sense.
Oh, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. But I just thought it was really weird. I'm like, what's going on with the mail? Everybody else getting 2-3 day priority mail, and they're telling me, nope, nope, nope.
No, anything
27,
in and
28.
out of California takes extra time.
Yeah, I don't understand why either.
I'm not sure who the Invisible Man is. Who put it in chat as to who it is, and then I'll decide if I'm going to add you or not.
Hey, Darth.
Yes. Oh, I'm interested in that. That's a beautiful cover too.
Oh, these are all from my private collection. I was upstairs just rummaging, and I found this set just for you.
Cool. I'm down for it. Yeah, I know Horizon was asking me earlier if I'd sell any of my toys, and it's like, no, 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 those are not for sale. I'll be happy to show them off like the Gamera, but no, I wouldn't sell. No. The only way someone would get me to sell my Godzilla collection of stuff and my Ultraman collection of stuff is, and my Mothra collection, they'd have to offer me 5-10 times what they're worth, and then I'd consider it. But otherwise, no.
Right.
So you do have a stupid price.
Yeah, because only a stupider person would actually pay that, and then why would I not?
Because there are things that you can never get again.
Yeah.
And that's the bottom line. There are things that you will never be able to get again.
Yeah, but it's all going to degrade and it's all going to disappear anyway over time. So, you know, if someone wants to offer me $1,000 for a $200 figure, why the heck wouldn't I sell it? You know, and it's cash money.
Whoever the Invisible Man is, he needs to.
It's Lily's cousin. Sorry, I'm a weirdo.
Oh, okay.
Yippee! So where do we start?
Honestly, I don't know if there's enough people in here for you to sell some stuff because there's only 7 of us.
No,
We're just kind
the
of
previews even.
Oh, okay. That's great. Yeah, show us what you got.
Alright. But we got a bunch of excess Thor because someone is a big Thor. Oh. I bet you can all guess who's behind that. Who's behind the false face?
Yeah.
We got our...
Oh, Fernando's in. How you doing, Fernando?
We got random foil Power Rangers cover because shiny.
Lisa, Fernando would like to know your PayPal or Cash App name.
You may want to hold on. Oh. I was going to say to the Invisible Man, hold on to that Power Rangers because Hasbro has announced that they're pushing a movie based off of all the Boom Studio comic books. So anything Boom Studios that is Power Rangers is going up, 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 up.
Alright.
Hold on to that till the trailer breaks, then sell. Always be when the first trailer hits. That way you maximize profits.
Do we have any Doom Patrol fans in the chat?
I am a big Grant Morrison Doom Patrol fan, but only the Grant Morrison series that he did.
Oh, not the Pollock art?
No, no.
So, Darth, does that mean I should just go ahead and sell this cheap?
No, now the toys, that's a big ticket item right there. Especially still MIB, man. That is a big ticket item right there. But I don't think the market for that would be here on Comic Book Steals and Deals, honestly.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to part with it for less than $250 to $300.
Oh, you'd easily get that on eBay, but then they'll take 35% of it.
Yeah, and who wants to give your money to Evil Bay?
Yeah.
Hey, Darth, I had a
Yes,
question
ma'am.
for you.
Uh-huh.
Rob wanted to know if you have any of the Godzilla coins.
No, I don't have the coins. You get the coins when you go to the actual movie theater to see the movies, and you can get them on eBay, but they're very expensive. Another way to get them is by ordering online directly from the Japanese stores. There's one store, it's called Mandarake. They have them, and you can get them at the equivalent of $6 to $10 a coin. But what's going to kill you is the shipping. The cheapest shipping, then it takes about 2 to 3 weeks to get to you, and you got to wait a week for it to pass customs. So you're looking at like 3 to 4 weeks total. But that is a way to get them. I don't have them. I have a lot of the books on the movies from Japan and the ones that were done by the American experts. I have a lot of the figures. I have mini posters and lobby cards, and figures. I have a Mothra figure that was a movie theater exclusive when the last of the Mothra trilogy came out in 1999. But I didn't get any coins. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, he was just asking because he's got, he now has 4 of them.
Oh, wow. Did he get them through
This
eBay?
is one. I made a
One
set
of them.
with someone.
One of them we did.
What are you
Very
asking?
specific
Horizon
mode.
Picks? Could you ask?
Oh, Yasagi Yojimbo.
I was gonna say you can guess who hold that for.
Those are good books, though. Very good books.
Indeed.
Odie's wanting to say hi.
Howdy, Odie.
Aw, Pupper. Hi, cutie.
Yeah, he's looking handsome.
And by the way, that is the only Power Rangers toy I own.
Horizon wants to buy it.
I know. I see that. I'm $250 through $300, and he doesn't have to pay shipping. I'll pay the shipping.
That buddy.
250.
However, where did I hear from a reliable source that someone was after Doctor Strange?
That's Lily's cousin.
Hey.
And that would be me. I'm after Doctor Strange.
Indeed.
Okay.
Interesting.
What we got here? The hits just keep on coming.
There you go.
Got a subby annual. I think that's for someone in particular. I
Yeah,
can't read the
they're-
chat on mobile, but I bet.
Yeah,
Is
there are a
Jason
couple of
losing his
people.
shit yet?
I don't know if Jason's still here. I think he is.
If Horizon wants to come in, I can jump out for a while.
He should be able to come in. I think I can have 4.
There's a max of 8 in StreamYard, so he can still come.
Yeah, but I have the free. I don't have a paid account.
Oh, you don't have premium. Rip.
Yeah, so I think it's just us 3 and Chaos that are allowed on the freemium.
Okay, well we can drop somebody.
I'll jump out for a little bit.
Okay,
You ready to come in, Horizon?
The Luke Ross Immortal King Thor cover. Can't go wrong.
Yeah, that was cool. Oh, Horizon said he'll be right back. He's packing up a big lot.
Ah,
Alright. So what do we want to show off? Do we want to show off random indies or what?
Depends on the indies. I mean, with this crowd, a lot of people like the horror books, like Something's Killing the Children, Ha Ha,
Mhm.
uh, that stuff. I had a couple of requests for Faust, but I guess when I had the, yeah, I have the first issue. That was the only one I was able to find, and I guess the guy disappeared
promo
on me.
poster. I'm going to make you guys go small so I can see that, so I can show this promo poster.
Okay.
Alright. I'm shrinking. No, no, please don't hurt me.
Oh, the original Dragon Ball series. Yeah.
That's the promo poster for it. I might give it away one day. Or put it up for auction.
I was gonna say put it for sale for and go buy it.
Somebody probably would. A lot of those posters from the early '90s are hard to find now, and some of them everybody's got.
I just know Frank's a massive anime fan.
That's good because he may want some of the stuff I have for sale. I am selling the original Gunbusters Bandai Visual set, which is very rare out of print. It's complete mint in box. Still has registration and other paperwork that came with it, and a bunch of other anime that I got that I'm trying to get rid of. So it's good to know that Frank is interested in that stuff. The reason it's so rare and wanted, the Gunbuster, it's the first thing that Hideki Anno ever did. And Anno is considered an anime god. Yeah, he did the Evangelion.
Yeah, I was gonna say he did Neon Genesis.
Yeah, and
That
he
was a
did
good
Shin.
series.
Yeah, and he did Shin Godzilla, and he did Shin Ultraman, which is being released later this year. And hold on a second, please.
One of my most infamous tweets was I did a shower thoughts, you know, that meme where it's like, oh, I just thought of this randomly in the shower. I put up when you have a shower thought and realize something is killing the children is basically just Claymore westernized.
Yeah.
Ah. You know, I've never read the series because every time I go to my
Claymore or
LCS,
Septic?
either one.
Oh.
Because every time I go to my LCS, Something's Killing the Children's already gone. So, you know, so I've never read it. That's why I was pushing Vault Comics. I Walk with Monsters. I was able to find all 4 issues, first prints, still on the shelf at cover price. I read through them and I got automatically hooked with the storyline. And I can't wait to see how it ends. And I think it's really sad when these small indie publishers are putting out such better stories than the big two. It shouldn't be that way. The big two should be leading the track, you know.
Well, I love Vault, but
Read any of the Zenoscope comics. The art is superior. The stories are good, and they're solid. They're well written.
I thought Zenoscope was all about the TNA. That's why I never looked at it with their
The
grim.
stories are good, though.
Hmm.
You would probably enjoy. What's the one?
Grim Tales is good. Von Helsing's good.
Van Helsing. That's the one I'm trying to think of. Darth, you probably enjoy Van Helsing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little TNA, but it's good. Most of them are good stories too.
I heard their new book is supposed to be really good. Goat Man and Bunny something, whatever
Yeah,
it's called.
Goatman and Bony Eater. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was supposed to be good.
Yeah.
I haven't been anywhere to find them yet, so I might have to start looking at back issues on that stuff too.
The cover is such a meme, I couldn't say no.
Yeah, I
Bunny
hear
with
you.
a chainsaw.
Yep. This
Darth,
is the-
speaking
go
of
ahead.
Vault, do you like Picture of Everything?
You know, I haven't read it. My LCS doesn't carry it. They only had I Walk with Monsters, so I grabbed all 4. But seeing the ads in the back, there was that one that had a swamp creature. I think it's called the Veil. I want to grab that. That looked interesting. And there were everything. Yeah, that one you're talking about looks like the picture of Dorian Gray to the 10th level. You know, so that's
It
definitely
is.
something
It's
I'd like to read.
Basil Howard is the villain, and it
Mhm.
follows Dorian Gray, the novel. He still is able to bring things to life that he paints, and he has become a serial killer in order to use the blood to paint the perfect ideal Paris.
Wow.
It's really good.
Interesting. But it's funny you were mentioning cheesecake earlier, or TNA in the Zenoscope. This is the only thing I have. And it was when Dynamite was redoing Sheena.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have that.
Well, there you go. That's something you don't have. This was the special introductory number 0 issue. They were selling it for $0.25 when it came out.
Yet.
And it went so quick.
I don't have that yet.
There you go.
Everything passes through my hands eventually.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
Some things never.
Except for Sergeant Fury.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's one of those that I never had.
Just breaking your balls, Chaos. You know I love you.
4 Marvel comics that I have never owned. And I'd have to go back and look at old want lists to see what they are.
Darth, are you up on this? Chaos tells that story every time, and I still owe him a bit for the last lot, so I bet him my bill that I could guess which, and I couldn't.
Oh, wow. No, I've never heard that. So what 4 books from Marvel have you never owned, Chaos?
Like I said, I'd have to dig out the old want lists from the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was a Millie the Model. One of them was a Sergeant Rock. There was a Fantastic Four that I do know which number it was. I've never owned Fantastic Four number 4.
I had Spider-Man 16 through 320.
I have never owned Giant Size X-Men number 1.
I owned it as a kid. Bought it right off the rack.
I passed on it. I thought it was reprints.
And then let's see. It's still, even today though, it's not a book I'd want because it's not my taste. It's not what I collect. If I did get my hands on it, I'd flip it.
The only reason I'd like to have it is I like Chris Claremont's writing, but I
Oh,
haven't owned the reprint of it.
You know, I really like Dave Cockrum's art. I mean, it's great that they replaced him with Byrne, but I thought Cockrum was really good, but he got too big for his britches, and his Futurians never went anywhere.
No, but he did a lot of good art, and not
Yeah,
just
he did.
X-Men, and a lot of other comics too. Yeah, a lot of the artists that tried to do independent stuff it didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, because it wasn't at the time they tried to break out, the market wasn't ready. It wasn't till TMNT hit the scene that everybody wanted to go independent, and do stuff.
Well, unfortunately, that didn't work either because everybody was trying to copy it, and that's how you end up with what was it, the mean green dungaree dirty kangaroos or something like, or dirty kung fu kangaroos or something like that.
But
what about the one with the ninja mice?
Yeah.
Except that was still Eastman and Laird. I'm blanking on the two.
Miami Mice, it was a good comic. That was done by Mark Baudet.
The reason the 80s black and white independent market imploded was because of one man and one man only. Chris Silver, Silver Wolf Comics.
Oh.
That guy put out trash left and right. He got good artists, promised them money and promised them profits. He had Tim Vigil. He
screwed everybody.
Yeah, he did. He screwed me. He screwed his artists. And these are all people that are big names in the industry, like Tim Vigil, Ron Lim, Ron Liefeld. Rob even worked for him, yes.
Well,
screwed everybody.
Ron Lim wasn't a big name when he worked for him.
No. None of these guys were big names when they worked for him. And he single-handedly destroyed the black and white independent comic scene in the 80s because he just put out so much content and it was so trash. Yep. So trash.
And not only did he screw the artists and writers, he screwed the retailers too.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, where are my 90s kids in the chat who remember when X-Men had a tune on Fox 5?
I remember that. That's the X-Men Adventures comics, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That was actually a pretty good cartoon.
It was a pretty good series. Although
the Spider-Man.
But I wasn't a kid.
Yeah. Neither was I.
Obviously.
But the Spider-Man cartoon that came out that same time in the 90s was really good as well.
Thanks for the correction, Tina. It was preteen Dirty Jean Kung Fu Kangaroos.
Oh, wow.
All the
My favorite was when Boris the Bear went and killed all of them. I mean, he just wiped out everything.
All the 90s tunes were good, although what do I always say was the best adaptation?
Batman the Animated Series.
Better than the HBO Spawn?
I didn't see the HBO Spawn winning Emmys.
My favorite cartoon.
I liked it, but
adaptation from a comic would have to be Clerks. They did a Clerks cartoon or a Jane Silent Bob cartoon.
Yeah, they did. Mm-hmm. Well, no, they did the 13-episode Clerks, and then Jay himself a few years ago financed the Jay and Silent Bob super groovy animated movie.
Yeah. But they also did a cartoon series that I think it was aired in Canada.
I'll have to dig deep on that because I'm a very big Kevin Smith fan and have most of that stuff, and I've never heard of that. I have the Clerk stuff with the lost episodes. I have the super groovy cartoon movie. I have it all. Even the evenings with Kevin Smith and
all
stuff.
Right.
But I have to check.
What are your two favorite Kevin Smith movies?
Mallrats and Chasing Amy.
I don't agree. But though they were
How can you not agree with what are my favorite movies? This is a matter of opinion, Chaos.
I know, but it doesn't my opinion.
I'm go- I'm going to Joker you, man. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to move you out of the way. Like it's not working.
My two favorites.
That
Is
that scene in High Fidelity. How can it be bullshit to state a preference? Simple, it's a bullshit preference.
yeah, there you go. Jersey Girl
Oh,
is
oh.
so underrated a movie. It isn't funny.
The only reason he made that movie was to placate his dad. He even said so. He's like, and it tanked. It
I know,
tanked.
but it's still, if you actually watch it, it's really a good movie.
I've watched it like 12 times since that movie came out. It doesn't get any better. Okay.
Well, I liked it.
I understand, but you shit on me, I shit on you too. There, it's a shit fest.
And the other one that I liked was can't think of the name of it. It's his religious spoof.
Oh, Dogma was fantastic.
Dogma.
Yeah,
That is my all-time favorite.
Dogma and Clerks 2 are right up there. They're tied with my other movies. Out of the 7 or 8 movies he's done, those 4 are some of the best. You know, even his
Just
Jay
for
and
the-
Silent Bob reboot, really good.
I haven't seen it.
I got
What
the
about
Blu-ray.
purely for the trash factor of I'm gonna sit in the frat house with buddies of Zach and Miri make a porn?
You know, I watched it once. It was cute.
It was different.
I thought that was more Jason Mewes movie than it was a Kevin Smith movie. You
Yeah.
know?
I'll buy that.
Yeah. Because that was when Kevin was really trying to help him out for the last time with his addiction and keep him clean. So he gave him more creative control and all that stuff. And he actually did good. I mean, I'm very happy that Jason Mewes cleaned up.
Including Jersey Girl. What was his worst movie?
Most people will say Mallrats. But I wouldn't.
I liked Mallrats.
I did too.
Not one of my favorites, but I liked it.
Well, see, that movie has very sentimental nostalgia for me because it was the first movie I ever saw of his at a Midnight Madness, and it spoke to me. We got someone talking about Jedi references. We've got Star Wars. We've got comic books. He got Stan the Man in there. And to my late 20, early 30 mind, never seeing anything like this before, it blew my mind. And I felt at home with Kevin Smith. It's like, this guy gets me.
Yeah, well, because he wrote comic books also.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I have those. I have his Green Hornets. I have his Green Arrows. I have his Daredevils. But he spoke to me, you know. It was like, wow, this guy knows what it's like to be a nerd fan.
His 2 worst, not including Jersey Girl. What do you think his 2 worst movies were?
Well, like I said, one is Mallrats. What is considered worst is Mallrats.
Not what is considered, but what do you think?
Your opinion, not popular opinion.
Well, you took away one of the movies I think is bad, so I can't. And that's the only one of his that I think is bad, honestly. Well, no, that's not true. Yoga Hosers, wasn't a fan. It was just too cheesy.
That was the great part about it, is it was cheesy. It was cheesy.
Adam West Batman is cheesy. That was just bad. And me personally, I wasn't a fan of Tusk. I liked Red State, but I wasn't a fan of Tusk. But I've never been a fan of body horror.
I put Tusks down as his worst movie.
Yeah. But which is weird. You know, I'm not a fan of body horror at all, but I loved Naked Lunch because it's William S. Burroughs, you know, come on. And what was that other movie that Cronenberg did? Videodrome? Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
was Videodrome.
Okay.
Yeah. Those two were phenomenal films, but they're body horror. That's what Cronenberg's known for, you
How
know?
about Scanners?
I loved Scanners. Oh my God.
Anytime you can watch somebody's head explode, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
Did
yeah.
you see the Haha 24 where it's a Scanners movie poster swipe?
No, I didn't.
I think it was Box of Comics. It sold out like instantly.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
wow.
watched Scanners like 2 days after it came out originally. Used to go to the movies just so I could eat popcorn.
Why would anybody watch a crap movie 12 times? Because I wanted to like it, Frank. I wanted to like it because it was a Kevin Smith movie, okay? And when you're really a fan of something, you want to give it a chance. You really do. And you want to support it so that he keeps doing
It took me 6 times to finally get through Suicide Squad once.
it. Like, for example, Frank, let me show you. This is crap right here. Trials of Ultraman. This is Marvel's crap. Okay? This is not Ultraman. Marvel thinks it's Ultraman, but this is not. This is Ultraman. This is awesome. This is incredible. 200 pages, 15 volumes out. The anime season 1 barely touched the first 4 to 6 volumes of this. Fantastic, many-layered deep story. But why did I still buy this? To support it, because if it does well, hopefully Marvel can get a good writer someday when they get rid of all the madness they've got going on over there and put out good quality books, because they were able to get a good artist. Look, they got Art Adams. Okay, they got Matt Frank to do variants. I mean, even Peach Momoko, and I don't even like her, did a variant for Ultraman. Okay, this
I'm not a big Peach Momoko fan, but every now and then she does something that blows me away.
yeah, when it's in her wheelhouse. This book wasn't good either, Frank, but I'm going to support it because it's Godzilla, and I want to keep seeing the merchandise flow. The spice must flow.
See,
Okay, go
not
ahead.
a Peach fan, but every now and then she does one I think is just phenomenal. Like, even as someone who's not an adult books fan, Darth, have you seen her Cherry Pop-Tart cover?
No.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It's
Oh,
Cherry
wow.
in a big kimono, and she's got her hair done up all like a geisha. It's very pretty.
You know, she would do good, I think, if Stan Sakai commissioned her to do a Usagi Yojimbo
Oh my god!
cover.
She did an Usagi cover. She did Wanderer's Road.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to hunt that down.
She did Wanderer's Road #1.
I'll have to hunt that down.
Night, Lily.
Lily's going.
Yeah,
Good night, Lily.
yeah. We're down to about 4 or 5 people.
Yep. Good night, Lisa. Yeah. Yeah, we should just end it then.
Yeah. Oh no, we're up to 6.
Oh.
Can't end it now. We've got 6.
There's hope for the world.
There you go. Well, the best we had was 9 or 10 tonight. So.
Yeah. I did pretty good on the first
Do you
stream.
remember Robotech?
I shouldn't have closed it
Yep.
down. I should have kept the first stream going.
Yeah. What was weird is Patreon on my phone showed the link,
Yep.
but not on my computer, and that's where I needed to get in.
Yeah.
You know? On my phone, be no it's bueno.
Well, what I'll do, if we're going to make this a regular thing, then I'll go ahead and get the paid account, and that way we can have a forum, and maybe we just have a night where we get together and BS, and we don't have to show things if we don't want
Yep.
to.
There you go. We need to also, I mean, for the preview night, we need to get with Mike and try to work out the logistics of everything, because
Yeah.
we've got a lot of people who want to sell. Lisa, Horizon, the Invisible Man here, yourself, Chaos, and it's a good chance to whet the appetite of the buyers. But
I wouldn't have closed the channel down earlier if Hood Inc.
Yeah.
hadn't come on and said, "Well, Mike's going to open his channel in an hour or half an hour." You know, if he hadn't come on and said that,
yeah,
I would never have closed it down. We would have just kept going.
I got no notification that Mike's opening up, you know, because I'm subscribed to him, and the minute he posts anything, I get notified. So
I'm subscribed to him too, but I don't get
Yeah.
hardly any notifications on anything.
I do, but they're usually late. They're like usually 10 to 15 minutes late.
But then
Uh,
I've got 200 or 300 subscriptions on different things, you know. So.
Yeah, but no, he emailed me, said his internet's down for the night, and we kind of need him to promote it, because he's got the people. You know, people come to see him and get involved, and that's the thing.
We'll get there.
Yep.
And like I said, this is a good way to start it, I think, is just doing previews of what's coming up.
Yeah.
Or we plan on selling, talking about different things, different comics or movies or whatever.
I agree,
Just
JP.
talking about the,
Number 2 peach of cherry pie.
Yep. And Lisa said she has a paid account. She could host like everybody and her grandmother on it.
But I think it'd be good if we have one person that hosts. Well, we could do different. I mean, we could do different days too. I mean, one person
Yeah.
could host one night, one person could host another, and then everybody's channel gets built.
Yep.
But I took a look at Hood Inc.'s channel. He's got like 20 subscribers.
I only have 23.
Yeah.
And I haven't posted a video in the last 7 years.
Okay, well, post a video so I can throw you some business or throw you some people.
All right. Well, I have stuff planned, and it's all revolving around monsters, of course.
That's okay.
But just sitting down the time to edit and post it's I don't have time.
I don't do a lot of editing. A little bit, but most of it's little bits and pipe pieces, and I put it all together. And I just use the Microsoft video app
Oh, okay.
editing. I have some other editors, but I don't use them.
Makes sense.
That one's easy, quick, lays it all out. I mean, I could do all my editing in Photoshop if I wanted to.
Oh, wow. One thing I did want to get rid of still, I had a buyer for this. You know Billy.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Billy was going to buy this for 180, and I was okay with that, you know.
I just sent him some cards that he paid for.
And then he backs out. And I'm like, dude, why are you backing out? You made a commitment, said 180. I was going to throw in the other Turtles game. You look this up on price charting right now, which is a specific site for video games. Sealed, brand new, factory sealed like this is a $334 game. If it was graded, it'd be $800. Okay. And I was going to sell it to him for 180, and then he backed out. I was kind of mad, but I can't be. He's like, well, I'm kind of new to the whole video game thing. I'm like, dude, you buy this from me for 180. You spend the $50 to grade it.
Yep.
You have a $750 game, and now you go sell it at a heritage auction and make 10 times your money back. Okay.
Yep.
Pretty simple. It's not rocket science.
And then they say, well, why don't you do it? Because we don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to. You know,
Yeah.
Bottom line is Mike was gracious enough to give me a platform to sell some stuff.
Yeah.
And his channel's called Steals and Deals. Well, there's your steal and deal.
That's one of the reasons why I put stuff up cheap. I mean,
Yeah.
I could get more for it other places, but, you know.
Yeah, I was shocked that you sold that ASM, that early Ditko ASM, so cheap, man, $50, because that's a.
It went for 125.
It did.
Yeah,
I thought the one with the faded cover, right?
it went for 125,
Oh wow! I thought you sold it for 50.
which is about no. That's what I started it at,
Oh, okay.
and that's what I was hoping to get is right around one to 125.
Yeah, it was. I was going to say that's about what it's worth is 125 with in that condition. Yeah. So I mean, you did good there.
And like I said, I was just tired of having
It's
it.
seen better days, but just for the love.
I've got some other Spider-Mans that I'm going to put up just because I'm tired of them. The only Spider-Mans I really want to keep, I kind of want to keep my Molten Man, first appearance of Molten Man, because it's in really nice shape. And then, of course, all of my Black Cat appearances, I'm going to keep those, the Black Cat covers.
Yeah,
Red
Jason.
Sonja, Frank Thorne.
Jason, I totally agree with you, but it was Billy. You know, Billy who's always sniping bids and paying money, so I let him slide. You know, but
Is Jason still in the chat?
yeah,
Yeah.
Jason's still in the chat.
All right. I'm going to make his day.
Oh,
I get annoyed sometimes by Billy because he'll snipe at the last second. And yeah, I do it sometimes too, but when I do it, I have every intention of I'm going to take that book.
yeah.
Normally when I snipe, it's a big
Random Valiant.
Eternal
I gotta tell you,
Warrior.
nothing makes Jason go like Valiant books nobody else wants. That's his jam.
Hey, I'm a big fan of Shadow Man.
Everybody wants early Valiants now, except Turok.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Shadow Mans. The whole run from the original Valiant run, and then when they revised him and made him much more voodoo-esque, and those were really good. And Garth Ennis started writing them. That was really good stuff too. You know, I want all that stuff.
JR, Uncanny X-Men.
Yeah.
That's why I say the Vertigo is a must-read as Preacher.
Absolutely.
It's all Garth Ennis. The whole run was Garth Ennis. And when Garth Ennis decided to end it, it ended, and Preacher has never come back. Not as a comic.
You'll know who Billy is in the stream, Jason. When Mike does the streams, he's always in there bidding, and he's up there with Cam and Chaos. They just fling the money around, you know. He's one of those guys.
But what annoys me is he'll wait till the last second and he'll bid like $1 over.
Yeah.
If you're gonna snipe somebody, make it worth their while.
Exactly.
I mean, you see me sniping, but when I do, sometimes it's for twice what they're willing to pay. And sometimes it's $4 because I come in late and I just bid, and then the next thing I know, the buzzer's going off, and I'm thinking, what the hell is going on here?
I'm trying to fix my phone. The screen got stuck sideways, and I can't see the chat now.
I see the chat right on here with my StreamYard.
I don't see any chat with StreamYard. I just see you, me, and the Invisible Man.
There should be an area for a place that says comments that you can read the chat on. Yeah, that's him, Titan. I mean, the guy has a right to bid any way he wants to, but
yeah,
Prison Catwoman, meow.
Yeah, I don't have any. Oh, the comments. Yeah, I was stuck on private chat. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Billy Sturt. Yeah, it's no big deal. I mean, he doesn't have to sit there and.
Yeah, like I said, he can bid any way he wants to. It's just sometimes it's annoying.
Yeah. My whole thing was, you don't tell me you're going to buy something for, because I said I wanted 200 for the sealed game, and I'd throw in TMT the arcade, which is a 2-player co-op for the NES, and it is working. I've cleaned it, I've tested it,
Yeah.
works fine. This alone, even loose like this, $16 game all day. Okay, so he's going to get $216 worth of games for, and then he whittled me down to 180. I was okay. And once I agreed to the price, then he backs out. I didn't like that. You don't haggle with someone and then back out of the deal.
No.
That's
And then
my only
bail,
complaint.
You get your price set. I mean, we can't handshake, but it's still,
Yeah.
it's an agreement and it should be honored.
Yeah. And I figured, considering the sealed game is almost $350 on its own, he was getting a deal. But what I'm going to do at 165 out the door, and I'll throw in the other game. Just get it out. It's taking up space,
I've got things like that.
Yeah.
On our vault subject, Dorothy, of money shots.
Oh, God.
I've had a few remorses where I look at, I'm going through my list of things that I bought, and I look at it and go, why the hell did I bid on that? Why did I buy that? But I pay for it because I won the bid, so I pay for it.
Yeah.
This is a bunch of scientists. Their research can't get funded. The grant folds, so they decide to self-fund by making porn in space.
Oh, God.
It's very funny.
Yeah, I keep looking around trying to decide if I want to show anything else that I've got. But someday I'll show you what's
beyond the veil.
what's back.
Yeah.
Because you can see part of it, but you can't see all of it.
Right.
Oh my God.
The secret crossover covers. She's reading Walking Dead, then she's reading Crossover itself, then she's reading Nowhere Man.
Yeah, crossover. I keep hearing conflicting things about that. I hear Donnie Cates is being very inconsistent with the writing on that book.
Yeah, it's mixed.
Yeah, it's like one issue will be really good, and then the next one, eh. Oh, wow.
That's the sales poster for Mists of Pandaria from World of Warcraft.
Nice.
It's like a banner.
But of course, I'm hanging on to this. She's secretly reading Spawn #1. That stays with me.
Yeah. That reminds me, I have that shipment of Spawn coming and Evil Ernie. And
I need one
Ernie's good.
of having all of them that I want.
Okay.
I don't have number 5
Oh yeah,
yet.
you only want the first 9, right?
No, I'm getting the first 12. I've got all number 5.
And then let's see.
And I'll have that one soon enough.
Yeah. I got some 90s goodness coming too. A lot of foil cover stuff, all mint, near mint. Very fine to near mint stuff.
As soon as I find a copy of it I like at a price I want to pay, I'll get it. And then they'll go into the black hole that is my collection.
Well, hey, at least your collection's not as bad as Reggie from Go Collect. Have you ever heard about his collection?
I'm going to make Jason happy again.
Don't bet on it not being as bad.
Over 100,000 comic books.
Yeah.
He doesn't
All
even.
right, what's Jason saying in the chat? Let's tap that. Let's see.
Yeah, Jason, that Billy. Exactly, DB. He should be held accountable
Oh,
as
man.
long as, he makes that commitment, and I need to be held accountable to getting his stuff out on time and letting him know what's going on
I can't
as a
complain
seller.
too much about stuff going out on time because I'm running behind. But I've
Yeah.
got so much stuff going on with my house and my job that I'm
Yeah.
trying to get it out.
Yeah. I wish Mike gave the tracking number so I can track my package. That's the only thing, man.
I do make sure I do that. I do make sure as soon as I ship something, I get the tracking number out to people.
Yeah. Because I mean, Chaos, the Star Logs and the X Files were some of the first things I bought from him, and I still haven't got them.
Well, oh yeah, I had trouble getting things from him before, but he's getting better.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't buy anything from Hood Inc. anymore. The DC comics that I bought from him,
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for him. He just shipped them.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I only bought that one book from Hood Inc. for my son, the Gwenom versus Carnage.
Yeah.
He never sent me an invoice, doesn't respond to his email. So I'm like,
Did you ever get it?
no, because I'm not going to pay for something I'm not invoiced for. I want an invoice. I'm not just going to arbitrarily send someone money.
I have a copy of that.
Yeah.
And if I do, we'll get it to you.
Okay. Yeah, because my son wants to read the Gwenom versus Carnage. I mean, it just sounds so outrageous. That was something he wanted to look into. Another thing we want to check out is the Doctor Doom marriage thing coming up in the Fantastic Four, and hope and pray to God they do well with it,
Just so they don't do like the Batman Catwoman marriage.
Yeah. Huh?
Foil covers again. Gotta go. Deathmate.
Yeah, Deathmate was actually good. I was impressed with Deathmate.
I wasn't. I had a store at that time.
You were one of the people who over-ordered.
No, I didn't.
No?
No.
Okay. I thought the first half of it, the first volume, whatever, that was really good.
I had 5 people that were interested in it. I ordered 6 copies, and I sold 4 of them.
Wow.
And I don't know what happened to the other 2.
And then what was another good big crossover that Valiant did? Unity. The first Unity was good.
Time is not absolute.
Yes. But I think what really made it good is not just the writing, but the fact that it had BWS art in the main book.
Yeah.
That went a long way, man.
That carried them. I mean, he carried those books for a while.
Yeah, and his work on Solar was phenomenal. Oh my God.
What pissed me off was when they first started. Their first book was
Magnus.
no, the one with the kids. I had it in my head and I forgot it.
Oh, the Harbingers.
The Harbinger. I read the blurb on it and I went, damn. And I ordered 10 copies for myself. I didn't even have a store. I just wanted 10 copies of it because I thought this is going to be hot. This is going to be as hot as the X-Men.
It was for a while.
And the retailer that I went through went, what do you want 10 of those for? I said, because I want them. He said, you buy Superman, so I guess, whatever. So he ordered them. And by the time it came out, and I went, that same day I went to pick them up, there was one in my box. And I said, where's my other 9 copies? Well, I had other people that wanted it, so I went ahead and gave them yours. Because you don't need 10 copies. And so I said, yeah, I ordered 10. I want 10. You get me those 10. Well, I can't get them anymore because we can't do reorders on it. I said, well, then you pull them out of the boxes you put them in. Well, I already promised them to those people. I don't care. I ordered them. I want them. I never went back to his store.
Yeah, there you go. See, Ambrose at my store.
In fact,
Well,
he had probably $400 worth of stuff ordered for me and called me about a week later and said, "When are you going to come get your stuff?" And I said, "I'm not, because you screwed me out of my Harbingers.
yep.
If you can't get one thing that I order, why would I get the others?"
There you go.
I ended up with 2 copies, and I ended up selling them both for right around $300 a piece.
Yeah,
I've never gotten another copy of it.
yeah, they were huge. Now you can find them usually for $1 or $2.
6 months after I got $300 a piece for them, they were down to $20.
Yeah. The highest Shadow Man ever got up to was like 40 or 50, and I think now it's like a $5 book.
And the other one, Malibu, putting out. Malibu had their
Unity, yes.
Malibu had their comics that were
Yeah, the Ultraverse. You had Prime,
they
Mantra.
they were doing really well for me.
Yeah.
And then Marvel bought them.
Yep. And it went downhill.
And they put crap writers on it and crap art, and you were lucky to get it, and they just screwed everything up, and they weren't worth anything after that. And they were starting to climb a little. The 1 or 2 back issues were starting to climb a little bit, and then Marvel got them. And about 6 months later, well, these don't sell, so we're going to cancel them.
Yeah. Well, look at the art they had on them too. I mean, you had for Rune, you had Barry Windsor Smith. For Prime, you had Norm Brayfogle.
Yeah.
And then the book that I really enjoyed a lot that they put out,
really good.
Yeah, Protectors.
Yeah, let's see our credits.
Good.
Yeah, that was all the public domain Golden Age heroes from like Quality and Lev Gleason and all those guys. Yeah, really good book.
There's
and
no artist credit here.
On what?
Exiles, Ultraverse Exiles.
I remember that. And then I remember Freaks too. Freaks was a neat one. And then Sludge. They had their version of Iron Man, Prototype.
Yep. Prototype was a good book.
Yeah. I didn't like Hard Case though.
No. That was kind of a Shield ripoff.
Yeah. Mantra was pretty good though. I thought Mantra was decent.
That was pretty original.
Yeah.
I had, but Marvel destroyed it and then canceled it and never brought it back.
Yeah. They and that was right when Marvel was going bankrupt too, in the 90s there.
Yeah, I tried to get my wife to let me buy some Marvel stock when it was 10 cents a share. I only wanted to buy $100 worth.
You would have had so much. Oh God.
So now I would have had 1,000 shares of Disney.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you would have been set for life right there. You could have sold those 1,000 shares and just kick back and not worry about it.
Sold half of them. I could kick back and not worry about it.
Yeah, that's true.
No, she said no. 10 cents, it's not worth it.
That's like all those people who said, why are you going to mine for Bitcoin? That's not going to be worth anything. And now we're hearing about, it dropped from 75,000 to 50,000. Oh, only 50,000? Come on now.
I would have considered mining for it if I had had a computer and a connection that would have been worth trying it.
Yeah, you need a serious setup to mine Bitcoin.
I would have, with the setup that I had, I would have ended up with 1/10 of a Bitcoin every 8 months.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Shiny,
by this time, I might have had 2.
Wait, what book is that?
Magnus Robot Fighter 25th anniversary.
Oh, that's right. Issue 25.
So
okay.
Yes, silver. There any Biggie fans in the chat?
Any what?
It's Biggie Smalls is the see the
Oh.
variant.
Oh, okay.
Here's something you may never ever see in your lifetime. Again, this is a Marvel 1995 annual report.
Oh my God.
These went to stockholders. I don't even know where I got these. Here's the 1993 annual report.
Wow.
I imagine I could get some money for these if I tried.
Rye number 6.
Ah.
The 1994 quarterly report. 1994 quarterly report. 1994 quarterly report. 1, 2, and 3. Here's a 1995 quarterly report number 2.
Jeez.
Dark Horse.
Dark Horse had some phenomenal comics. Yeah, I liked the whole World's Greatest Comics line. Every book was $1. I really liked Hero Zero, so I got that one. And I need Monster. X was good too. Ghost was good for them too.
This one is
Do you like
1996
Holly Black?
quarter report.
Holly Black.
She wrote Lucifer for Vertigo Comics.
Oh, yeah. I love the Lucifer line.
This is magazine sized. And it's a quarterly report also. This is from 1993. It's the second quarter. And I don't know where this came from. Oh, this is the 1993 first quarter report with all the cards on it for Skybox because they had bought Skybox.
Okay. Oh, and Invisible Man, Jason says he needs that Magnus and any Solar you have.
I figured.
I need Magnus and Solar too, but the ones I need are Gold Key.
Yeah, Gold Key / Whitman.
Gold Key was owned by Whitman.
Yeah, I know.
And
But
they owned,
sometimes,
they owned most of those characters that Dell published also.
really,
Mhm.
I didn't know that.
That's why a lot of them went from Dell to Gold Key.
Dr. Spectre and Grimm's Ghost Tales. Yeah, the main books I want from Gold Key are Ripley's Believe It or Not and the UFO comics they did.
Are you a Buck Roger?
Shadowhawk. Part 1, Part 1, 2, and then Part 2, 2.
Are you a Buck Rogers fan?
The original strips, yes. Oh, wow.
It's a big little book.
Yeah, I remember those.
Unfortunately, the cover is broke back on them, and I need to maybe do some repair on the spine. I know how to do all that stuff. I just don't have the time.
Understood. Well, guys, do we want to keep going or do we want to call it a night?
I think I'm gonna call it a night. I need to get some
I'm
sleep
down.
so I can get in the morning.
I agree. I've got an early morning tomorrow. I found out my appointments for tomorrow, so.
Well, mine's I have to be at work at 10 o'clock, so it's not that early, but I still like to get sleep.
I hear you. Well, plus I got to load up all the stuff I was going to sell and put it back where it goes.
Yeah.
Drag it out next week.
Mine goes right here in this box.
Invisible Man, nice to meet you.
Get some more stuff on there.
Always.
Chaos, see you soon.
Oh yeah.
we'll have to keep an eye out for Mike and see when he's going to do the sale stuff.
And now that
And-
I'm kind of used to this, I might do sporadic live just go live once in a while just to be and bring people on that want to chat or talk comics, you know.
It definitely was a cool hangout. Jason, thank you guys for being here. Oh, Lisa's back. Sleep is for bleep bleeps. I'm not going to say that. Good night, everyone.
No, we're going to go to sleep, Lisa. I've been up since about 5. It's time to go to bed.
Lisa gets it.
Don't forget, before you handle your comics or your collectibles, wash your hands. It's good for your comics. It's good for your health. And we'll see you next time I go live. Bye.
Night.